What's going on, horror gang? Welcome to I Shot Him Six Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's hit that notification icon to get all the latest content updates to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Halloween Ends TV spot trailer that released yesterday, as well as Trick or Treat Studios' official replica of the Michael Myers mask in Halloween Ends, and why the reveal of the replica is important to look out for in this trailer. But before I get into it, let's hit that intro. I shot him 6 times. Okay, everyone. The Halloween Ends TV spot trailer was released, and as you can see, it starts off with Corey Cunningham and what I will assume to be his parents in the background. Even looks like his dad is dressed as a train conductor of sorts, and his mom seems to be wearing some type of band on her head. I don't know if this is her version of being a queen, a princess, or what have you. But anyway, we hear Corey in the audio say, "It's Halloween. We're going to have a good time tonight." Now, that piece of dialogue may not seem important, but it's not what he said, it's how he said it, as he said it in a very shady and manipulative tone, only added further suspicion on his character that he could be the suspected copycat Michael Myers after all. In this next shot from the trailer, we see a hand extending to pick up Michael's mask. You can also see a knife laying next to it. And I'm going to say this is Michael himself, as if you close in on the hand, it looks like his dirty, bloodied up hand. But what I find more fascinating about this shot is it looks like this is taking place in someone's house. Now, could this be Laurie's house? For sure, but we don't know that yet 100%. What we do know from what this shot shows us is at some point, like in Halloween Kills, Michael's mask will be removed from his head. In this shot, we see an unidentified character, an older man, seemingly just sitting outside. But this character is more than just a guy sitting outside, in my opinion, and I'm going to touch on why I believe such later in the video. In this photo, we see what looks like to be Michael lurking behind, about to stab a woman, and I'm going to say it's the woman in the top left photo that I have here on this overlay, and I don't believe it's Laurie, as Laurie's hair is a lot grayer, and this person's hair kind of seems to be matching up with the ladies in the photo, and also Laurie's hair seems to be a little bit longer, like right at the shoulders, and this person's hairstyle seems to be right above the shoulders. So I'm going to say it's the woman in the top left-hand photo that this is who Michael was lurking behind, about to attack. In this shot, we see what looks like to be Michael walking in Laurie's hallway downstairs, and you know this is Laurie's house due to the doors in the background. They are the same doors he enters in the POV shot in the first trailer. Another thing that caught my attention is the mask, as it looks fairly clean in my opinion, and doesn't have certain features the replica from Trick or Treat Studios released. More on this later. In this shot, we see what looks to be someone running into the tunnels. But who is this person? Well, remember the guy chilling outside that I mentioned earlier in the video? Well, in my opinion, I believe this is that same man who's running into the tunnel. But who is he? Well, I don't know for sure, but fans have been talking about a hermit taking care of Michael Myers in the tunnels, which would be an homage to Halloween 5. But I don't think that he is a hermit who takes care of Michael. However, I do believe he may be a homeless man who happens to live in the tunnels or just outside of it. And if this is him who is running into the tunnels, who is he running from, and who did he see to make him run? In this shot, we see Allison out dancing at some type of club or someone's Halloween party. But what's more telling is the look on her face. As in this moment, in my opinion, I think she's either made aware of murders happening and Michael's potential return, or she could actually be seeing someone at this Halloween party donning a Michael Myers mask and wardrobe, much like Ben Tramer did in Halloween 2, and would be an homage to that character and to that scene. We see what looks to be Hawkins standing in front of a crowd of people with bright lights beaming in the background, might I add, with a look of dismay on his face. But another thing to take note is it seems like the crowd of people turn their attention from the lights to something else behind them. What are they looking at? Who are they looking at? I think this scene could be after a murder or incident that taken place, and Laurie shows up to the scene, as no one else in Haddonfield other than Michael could draw such attention, in my opinion. Not only is this a re-edited scene from the first trailer of Halloween Ends, but also this is not Michael Myers in this shot. But before I break it down why it isn't Michael, let me show you the shot of this exact scene from the first trailer. Okay, so before getting into why this isn't Michael in this scene, I want to point out the re-edits David Gordon Green did with this scene. For starters, in the first trailer for Halloween Ends, the shot of this scene, you see Laurie in the corner with her head more downwards, like she was looking down, waiting for Michael before she said, "Come get me, motherfucker," or whatever she said. Also, it's fairly dark in that first shot of this scene, in the original cut of this scene, I should say. It is fairly dark. You only see a small bit of light coming from the corner. However, in this version, in the new updated version for the TV spot of this scene, you see more lighting. That even includes a glare that is on Laurie, something that wasn't on her in the previous trailer of this exact scene, as you can see in the previous photo if you caught that. Now on to Michael. How I know that's not Michael is look at his hands. They are entirely too clean. The real Michael's hands is dirty and bloody. But what really lets me know this isn't Michael is look how clean the mask looks. No gash on the cheek, but more importantly, the hair. The hair looks freshly combed back. Like it kind of looks like he got a comb over on the side. The photo in the middle is from Halloween Kills for y'all to compare the difference with the mask and hair. But I think it's pretty clear this isn't Michael Myers in this newly re-edited scene. Another thing to take note of in this TV spot version of this scene that you didn't see in trailer one's version of this scene for Halloween Ends is the lights coming through the window. And after further assessment, that is where the glare is coming from on Laurie Strode in this scene. So this could be Allison pulling in, about to come in the house. Could be just somebody just driving by. I don't think it is the cops, as you don't see the lighting from the cherries just yet. As in trailer one, you did see blue lighting reflecting onto Laurie towards the end of that trailer. But I don't think it is the cops. I think it's just either Allison or somebody just driving by in this scene. In this scene, we see these two unidentified characters. I tried to find more information on both of these characters with no luck from the cast list. But be that as it may, in this scene, we see the young man is seen begging for help, banging on this older gentleman's window. Now, one or two things could be happening in this scene, in my opinion. One, the young man is obviously being chased by the real or fake Michael Myers in this scene, and he's trying to find a safe zone. Two, this is a Halloween prank, and nothing will come out of it. I think both of these options are in play in this scene. In this scene, we see Michael trying to reach out and grab someone. What is really important here is the area I have circled. It was a really quick shot, but if you catch it, you can see that this is down in the tunnels, as the camera briefly catches it from whoever Michael is trying to grab's point of view. Now, I know the safe bet to go with is to assume that this is Corey Cunningham's point of view, as in trailer 1 for Halloween Ends, we see him grabbed by someone who seems to be Michael Myers in those very same tunnels. Here's the thing though. Even though I do believe this is actually Corey's point of view, we can't rule out that this could potentially be the point of view of the homeless man that I mentioned earlier in the video. Especially if I'm correct that it is the homeless man who is seen running into the tunnels, then this could be his point of view as well instead of Corey's. In this shot, we see Allison in the house, and she seems to be looking into the hutch for some glassware, and then she closes the door and sees Michael's reflection in the glass of the door. But here's the thing, that's not Michael. Much like the re-edited scene with Laurie, the hand on this Michael is clean. But most importantly, is this is the left hand, and all 5 fingers are intact. The real Michael Myers, as we know, only has 3 fingers left on the left hand because Laurie blew off 2 of them in Halloween 2018. This shot shows some more action from the kitchen fight scene between Michael and Laurie, just on a lighter scale, as we see Michael sit up and proceeds to what looks like kind of up kick Laurie and knock her back into the refrigerator. In this shot, we see Michael choking Dead Meat Lover. Yes, that is her character name if you didn't know this already. But we see Michael choking her and about to kill her in the same fashion that he did to Bob, Linda's boyfriend and Laurie's friend in Halloween 1978, paying homage to the iconic scene with the classic pin to the wall kill. Now, some of you may ask, how do you know this is Michael in this scene? Well, in the area I have circled, you see the left hand only has 3 fingers, and it looks bloody and dirty, further confirming this is the real Michael Myers in this scene. And last but certainly not least, we have this shot where Michael is killing Dead Meat Lover, and we get an upfront shot with the mask looks like, and much like the replica from Tots Trick or Treat Studios, you see the molded detail in the mask, even seeping into the hair. So shout out to Tots for doing such a great job replicating this mask, and shout out to Christopher Nelson for making another beautiful mask that not only has great detail, but fits perfectly with the timeline jump with making it moldy, as over time it's believable the mask would deteriorate in that type of manner. Another thing to point out is you can see the clear difference, at least in my opinion, between this mask and the mask in Laurie's scene. But rumor is that Corey Cunningham will somehow get Michael Myers' mask, because obviously he's supposed to be the copycat Michael Myers, right? If that turns out to be true, we still have a Michael Myers lurking around with a different mask. As I stated earlier in the video, and I think I proved enough evidence, that is definitely a different mask in Laurie's scene. Which leads me to one explanation for this debacle. We will have 3 Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, and I will elaborate more on this theory in a later video. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Hit the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on the TV spot trailer for Halloween Ends. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Tots replica mask. Do you like it? As well as what are your thoughts on Christopher Nelson's job on the new Halloween Ends mask? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. As well as let me know what you think about the possibility of 3 Michael Myers in Halloween Ends. Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. Please be sure to shoot that like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's hit that notification bell so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.